We are going to start today drawing in pencil. For my video, I am going to use a marker so that you can see it on my paper. So name on the back, and you'll be doing that with pencil. You get to decide if your paper is going to be tall or long, depending on what picture you choose for your dog. So this dog is sitting up tall, so I'm going to use my paper the taller way. I like to start by drawing this line between the ears. So I'm going to do that up towards the top. And the line on this dog kind of curves. And then I see two very pointed triangle ears. This one's a little bit wider, just because he's kind of sitting turned. This one's a little bit skinnier. Right now it kind of looks like Batman. I'm going to follow the shape or the line that I see down the dog's face. So it kind of comes out a little bit and in towards his jaw. And on this side, see the same thing, it kind of comes out almost to a point and back and around. So this is a little trickier for me because I'm using this Sharpie marker. But what I would do next is I kind of see where the eyes are. So the eyes are down further from the head, and they're not under the ear, they're kind of in a little bit. So I'm going to go down and in. A dog's eyes are more rounded than ours, and this next one is kind of towards the side of his face more. I'm going to draw this white shape I see by his nose, where it kind of comes up to a point and almost around. That's going to help me get the shape of his nose in there. And this dog has some pretty dark shapes around his eyes. I'm actually going to draw those shapes too, those black shapes. And they touch that white shape. So now, if I can scoot this in the video, I'm ready to do his mouth. So if I look, this dog has a line that comes down, and his mouth is pretty sad looking, very closed. Then he's got this oval shaped snout that starts with that white shape and comes down and around. He's got some jowls, those saggy things that are probably all slobbery on the dog. I'm going to have those come up towards the mouth and back and down. Now, how does this all fit together? Well, this line kind of touched here, and then we've got his jowl, and this line's got to come here and attach to his chin area. And on this dog, all I see are these curved lines coming down. I cannot see his legs, I cannot see his tail. I want to make it look like he's not floating. I might draw some of the spot shapes that I see. So I'm drawing that line of brown fur, and I see a little bit of it on this side. Now, my dog is drawn as best as I can. I'm ready to turn him into a king. So for sure, I'm going to want a crown. I'm going to make this pretty simple, knowing that I have to outline all that stuff. And this crown would have tucked behind his ear. I might put a couple of fancy jewels on. I could add a collar, kind of curved around his neck. So with pencil, you could do some erasing with these lines. I'm just going to fit those into my design. That worked pretty good. He could be holding one of those staffs. I'm going to draw a throne. So that's one of those fancy chairs. So I just drew a curved line so it kind of looks like he's sitting on a chair. And that chair could have some fancy designs, like maybe a bumpy edge around it. Now I'm ready to outline. So at the store counter, you're going to find cups of paint. You might have to share with somebody at your table. There will be some skinny brushes, and you are going to outline every single pencil line you made with a nice black line. If you're somebody who drew really tiny, you will find some tinier brushes on the counter that will work better. When you're finished, it's going in the drying rack.